Just a disclaimer, I'm going to talk about the game intro, we'll try to avoid major spoilers, and we'll give you a preview of the first hour of gameplay. I'm a fan, and with the hype, I pre-ordered. Yeah, sue me. But I waited and watched the countdown. And almost any minute now. What? What the hell? You're almost the age of 14 and you still didn't receive your letter from Hogwarts. You're blonde, ambitious guy, and you know you got some potential, and one day an owl comes out of nowhere and delivers you a letter. A letter stating you were just admitted at the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th-year student. Professor Eleazar Fick will help you to hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle. But on your way, you got a guest to join you on your trip to Hogwarts. During the ride, you discuss that you are the 5th year attending your first year in Hogwarts. How Professor Fig is a gifted wizard. I'm getting Sybil Dumbledore vibes here. On the other side, you have to discuss the Daily Bugle news of a rogue goblin called Ranrock. And this should not be taken lightly. The companion received a magic item, but you see a mystical glow on the earth.
Merlin's beard? How did you... Wait! We do... Hang on!
Now this is dark. Myself, I was asking questions. What happened? What is the dragon? Did I witness somebody to die? Yes. Yes, I did. It's a subtle clue, but yes, I just witnessed a murder. After the introductory mission intro, which I'm not gonna spoil for you, finally we arrived at Hogwarts, at last. Almost missed my sorting ceremony and I had one goal only. I'm ambitious, intelligent, I want to be the most powerful wizard of all time. As a matter of fact, initially I wanted to post a whole video series of how powerful and evil I can be, but maybe after some time. The sorting ceremony gives you some questions, and of course, Slytherin was the house that the sorting would choose me into. But no, Ravenclaw it is! Surprise? I'm not joking, some of the dark wizards were from Ravenclaw. Don't be fooled. This article from the most evil Ravenclaw characters has a disclaimer. This article contains discussion of sexual assault. No, I'm not joking.
You belong in Ravenclaw!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Well, there's our answer why the Quidditch isn't in the game. Because of an accident. Now, let's talk about Hogwarts. I have to say, the level of detail is astonishing. It is really proof that the developers took this project with care, love, and passion. This kind of level of detail I last saw in Assassin's Creed Unity and its interior designs, which were from end of the 18th century. Hogwarts itself is a character. I do love to explore open world maps and try to memorize them, but the level of complexity of the castle is astonishing. And not just that. It's normal to see some students you can interact with, of course, but not just that. The castle lives, breathes, and have its own living entities. I found students studying and trying magic. This one was very bad at Lumos, so I tried to show him how it's done. Not sure if he approves, but anyway. Hilarious was actually seeing some of the students receiving a howler, and no, this is not just one instance of after some class, but I counted at least 2 occasions after playing the game for 3 hours. So let's go for our first class. The students back then were polite, and we meet our first companion student, Gryffindor Natty, and our first professor, a quirky, almost a stand-up comedian, Professor Ronan. If you played the first Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone on the PC, you remember that learning a spell requires you a small minigame, and the developers actually implemented this in here as well. I must say, this seems small or easy, but it gives immersion. And learn Leviosa. Just kidding, it's Ezio, Accio. Sorry, I'm a mudbot and still learning the names. Since the professor likes a good competition, we go outside for a fresh air and play a little game to put some summoning charm to test. Of course, my competitor is Natty. I'm confident I can learn this game. The closer I get the ball, the more points I get. Now, when competing against Natty, I saw an opportunity to put my wit into use and try to get her ball out of the court. A sneaky tactic, but it's not bending the rules.
Accio.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
So after class I explore more of the Hogwarts, and I do must say another thing I noticed, that there are a few places where music plays, but no musicians, just instruments and really visiting world. And my next class will be the defense against the dark arts, and here we meet our second companion, Sebastian, and our older Professor Hackett, which encourages that the simplicity can win duels. And we will learn our next spell, Leviosa. Almost, but it's Leviosos, which can lift up evil people. And our first duel, with the rules of Dueling Club, with of course none other than the Slytherin Sebastian. Don't want to brag, but I gave Seb the first hit, but he didn't stand a chance.
Protego.
This should be easy.
Levioso.
Protego. Complicates things.
Stupid. Levioso. Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know. Stupid.
This can't be your
Levioso. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Protego. Stupid.
Only all of my students
Leviosa.
are adept. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Even Professor Hackett says we can expect a great deal from me. Now, because of the incident in the start of the game, I was using a temporary wand, and Professor Weasley, the deputy of Hogwarts, sent me to Hogsmeade, where Ollivander's wands also have their shop. And to accompany is my fellow friend Sebastian. Well, actually, you can choose either Natty or Sebastian, but, you know, I kinda have sympathy for the Slytherins. Finally, we go outside of Hogwarts area. I'm out of words. The world is great, the plenty of details. You never feel that you're outside of the Byzantine world. You're living in the fullest, and finally, let's meet the Hogsmeade.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
I have few duties, but picking my wand is on my priority list. Now, in typical Harry Potter style, picking a wand is not easy. Of course, the first one will do some damage.
Well, go ahead, swish. How odd.
This was a nice callback for one doing nothing. Didn't expect that. And now, for the pick. You can choose the visual style, the wood, how thick it is, and of course, the feather. After your errands, we meet again with Sebastian and this happens. Yeah, just kidding. I decided that I'm not gonna spoil the game more for you at this point, so yeah, I mean, it is a very nice game and I would definitely give it a try if I were you. So if you're still hesitating and you see what you saw it is actually what you like to see, then go ahead and play it. I would definitely give it a high rating, and especially as a fanboy, I'm not gonna say my rating, but yeah, it's gonna be A tier plus, so that's that. So have a good weekend and enjoy your day, guys. Bye!